So, Anna, what's the most exciting thing about Bellevue's Culinary Weeks?
It shows that Bellevue is standing on business when it comes to the culinary scene. We're not messing around. And in this episode, we're going to show you all the different places you can eat berries, crabs, noodles, and dumplings.
Hello and welcome back to Bellevue Bound. I am your host, Trey Jackson, and we have an extra special episode here today. I have the pleasure of introducing our new culinary host. Okay, get into that. This incredible individual is a founding member of Bellevue Bound and will be stepping out from behind the cameras to host this incredible segment. Please welcome Anna Yan. Woo!
It's so good to be here. Thank you so much, Trey.
It's good to have you. I mean, you've been here basically every time already, so it's good to have you out here with me.
Good to be back here.
So, I know you have a pretty rich history from like dazzling red carpets to some incredible blog writing. Would you mind sharing some of that with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I got my start in PR right after college, and I worked red carpets in Los Angeles, and I did like the Oscars Governor's Ball, the Emmys Governor's Ball. It was a wild time, and I carried a lot of purses and water bottles for celebrities. And
love that. Love it.
It wasn't until the pandemic that I had started working in tourism. I worked at Sonoma County Tourism for a little bit, and then I worked with Visit Pasadena. I've also worked with a what do you call them now? I also worked with a public relations travel agency that allowed me to work with destinations and hotels, and I finally found my home here in Bellevue, and I'm really happy to be here.
And we're lucky to have you, honestly. You are one of my favorite people. I'm so glad we get to work together and do incredible things like this podcast. So I want to ask you, when did your love of culinary begin?
I remember when I was a child, my grandma told me that there was a car ride and I had held a mouthful of rice for the entirety of the 8 hours. And that's what I think of when you ask me that question. It's actually probably my grandma. She taught me a lot of things. She taught me how to cook. She wrapped dumplings with me when I was little. Hand-wrapped dumplings. She would make all the filling herself, and then we would just sit around and making wontons as my grandpa would teach us how to make pot stickers, and they argued about that a lot. And it was very darling and very
cute. Wholesome family moments.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. What was your favorite type of dumpling you guys made?
It was definitely the wontons. I love soupy wontons, and it was the perfect after-school snack after elementary school. You know, you get home at 3.
Yeah, you're a little tired. You kind of need a little pick-me-up and a little hug. It's like a hug for the stomach there.
Yeah, right before all your homework.
So I love that you have such a rich history with food, especially having the family roots that it kind of stems from. So I want to ask, what excites you about Bellevue's culinary scene in particular?
Well, Bellevue's culinary scene is incredibly multicultural, and it's one of the reasons that I was willing to move to the Pacific Northwest.
Love that.
One of my first meals here was probably hot pot, and there's over 11 hot pot restaurants in Bellevue. Yeah. There's also really good Indian food. I mean, we have one of the most diverse neighborhoods in all of King Counties at Crossroads. You could get Eastern European food there. You could get you could get Chinese food with karaoke that closes at 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. It's just, and I think food is such an awesome way to tell the story of different cultures, and that's why I love it here.
Absolutely. And if you guys are enjoying this, don't forget to like and subscribe to Bellevue Bound. So I will be passing the reins over to Anna as our new host of the culinary segment. So Anna, take it away.
I'm Anna, and welcome to another episode of the Bellevue Bound podcast. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Bellevue Culinary Weeks, and I have Trey here to help me talk about that. So Culinary Weeks are a year-round series in Bellevue. We have 4 Culinary Weeks. Which ones are they again?
Wait, what are you asking?
I am asking you.
Berry Week. So you have Berry Week, Crab Week, Noodle Week, and Dumpling Week.
Right. And then we were able to gamify that entire experience so that everybody that participates in these culinary weeks, you get a little gift. How does that work exactly?
Yeah, so it's really exciting. We have this incredible partnership with Vibe Map, which owns its own app platform. So through visiting our participating restaurants, which you can find on our website. We'll drop the link in the description below for that. You go visit these restaurants, download the app, and then you just check in. So you visit a couple of these restaurants and you rack up points. And then at the end of the culinary week, you redeem those points and we will send out your gift, which is...
Let's see, what do we
Give me a
got?
drum roll. There
Wait.
it is. So you get an awesome tote bag for completing all of the weeks here.
Oh, it's so cute.
And then each of the weeks, you also get a custom keychain to represent each of the cute weeks. So we got our Berry Week keychain here, our Crab Week keychain here, and then our Dumpling and our Noodles are not here today because they are secret until the weeks have completed. We don't want to give too much away now.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love how soft and fuzzy they are.
They're very cute, and you definitely want to participate in this. It's an awesome way to try new restaurants, try new dishes, because some of these dishes are also unique to the weeks. They aren't year-round at all these places.
Yeah.
So it is something you don't want to miss, especially if you are a foodie.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of our restaurants make these dishes specifically for the culinary weeks, and that has been really exciting.
It really has been, and it's been something that the community has really rallied behind, which is awesome. A lot of our local partners are excited to be a part of it. People who've experienced have said nothing but positive things about it.
Yeah.
And the food is delicious.
It is.
The crab weeks, I wish I got to participate as much as some of these other people did, but those crab week dishes, mouth-watering.
They were really good. I got to try some. But before we get into Crab Week, let's talk a little bit about Berry Week, which was in July this year, mid-July season. And before we get too carried away into the crab business, let's talk about Berry Week. Berry Week was in July this year, July 16th to the 23rd, and that is kind of like a call to Bellevue's farming heritage, right?
Yeah, sure is. I was going to say, Bellevue has a very rich history in farming. That's actually kind of what drew most settlers here because the area around the Lake Washington is very fertile land.
Yeah.
So we are really known for produce, in particular berries grow really well here. It used to have strawberry fields all over Bellevue.
Strawberry fields forever. And we really did want to celebrate all the berry heritage in Bellevue. And there are two places where you can actually go, you pick blueberries. You pick blueberries.
Yeah.
Right? From July to September, there's like the Mercer Slough Blueberry Farm, and then the Larson Lake Blueberry Farm, and
Absolutely.
they both have produce stands there.
Yeah, and if you're a big runner, I believe it's Mercer Slough, like the running trail that cuts through the farms, like you can just go on for a run and have some berries on your run for a little pick-me-up charge.
Right.
This was really exciting and also a very unique experience here in Bellevue.
Yeah, it's owned by the Bellevue's park system, so it's just an open and public park. You can just go and take a look at the berries.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then if you want some, of course, they do have the baskets, so you can pick some yourself and buy some.
Yeah. So, Trey, you work on some of our influencer collaborations to help promote Culinary Weeks. What were some of the ones for Berry Week?
Yeah, so Berry Week was really exciting because it was our first launch of the Culinary Weeks here in Bellevue. So we got to do a lot of exciting things, like, as you mentioned, also work with influencers. And some of those influencers are Nelson Eats, Nelson Young, Bellevue with Kids, and then also Christie Kim. And so Nelson Eats did this incredible display of several of our partners. And we're going to actually go take a look at that because I think with food, you got to see it, right? Like, it's easier to see it than it is to describe it.
Let's take a look.
Berry Week in Bellevue kicks off Wednesday, July 16th through the 23rd, and it's all about berry-filled summer fun. It's a culinary celebration highlighting local flavor and limited-time dishes. Restaurants like Bees on Main, John Howie Steak, Farine Bakery, and more are participating. Track your tastings with the Vibe Map app. The app is easy and fun to use. Open the Bellevue Berry Week passport, check in at participating locations, add a photo if you want, and then start earning points towards fun rewards, including a cute strawberry plush keychain. We're using the app to check into our favorites like the Blueberry Farm, Molly Moon's, and Duke Seafood, but there's also great date spots and quick grab-and-go locations included. Add them to your next summer adventure in the city. Not sure if your go-to spot is included? Check the caption for more details, and don't forget to download the Vibe Map app to get started.
It was just really incredible to see all these influencers excited to participate in this, and they just drummed up a lot of support. And then from the support and success of Berry Week, a lot of that participation increased tenfold for Crab Week. So it was really awesome to see.
I love that. We have such talented local influencers and creators here in the greater Seattle Bellevue region.
We really do. And they're so community oriented. And they have a lot of dedicated following that are both locals and non-locals, which is incredible to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so we also finished our Crab Week, which was in August this year. And I'm going to hit you with a fact right here. Did you know that 1.5 million pounds of Dungeness crab is recreationally caught each year in the state of Washington?
That's a lot of crab.
That's a lot of crab, and it's all Dungeness crab.
I want some crab right now. Is it all going to Costco? Can we get a box?
You're in luck because there are actually 2 crabbing seasons in the state of Washington. That's August and July, August, and then October through December. So we're in the second season right
Oh, wow.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. But we put Crab Week in August to help kick off the season of crabbing in the Pacific Northwest. And we also worked with some partners and influencers on that promotion too.
Absolutely, yeah. So on that one, Christie Kim, which is Beauty Bon Chan with Christie Kim, is her handle.
Yeah.
You have to go check her out. We're going to drop her handle and information in the link below so you can check her out. She had some of the most decadent crab dishes I have ever seen. It was so beautiful. It's just the hues of crab here. It's just because it's so fresh.
Yeah.
It just looks so decadent when it's plated with like the beautiful reds, the beautiful fruits, the beautiful salads. And she is just like such a pleasure to work with. She is so well connected to the Bellevue industry and is such a big supporter of Bellevue businesses.
Yeah.
So it was always an honor to work with her.
Where did Christie go?
So she got to try this incredible new restaurant, or newish restaurant, Black Bottle. It's right next to the Avenue Bellevue. Really worth checking out. Really great wines. And they have these delicious crab cakes.
Oh, my God.
And one of the few things from Crab Week that's actually year-round, which is nice. So you should go out and try it because it looked delicious. But she also checked out Daniel's Broiler from their Crab Rockefeller.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Which that cheese pull she did in that reel was insane. And we're going to actually cut away to go look at that because you need to see it.
I love a cheese pull.
Bellevue's Crab Week is underway, and it's the perfect moment to crack into summer's freshest catch. At Black Bottle Bellevue, the golden brown crab cakes stole the show. Perfectly crisp on the outside, bursting with crab flavor inside, and paired with a bright stone fruit salsa. This was so good, I hope it graduates to the permanent menu. And while you're there, don't miss their signature cocktails. At Daniel's Broiler, the Crab Rockefeller is a must. Tender Dungeness crab legs layered with spinach and a whisper of Pernod, topped with molten Gruyere, and finish with a decadent drizzle of hollandaise. Download the Vive Map Culinary Passport, check in, and claw your way to themed rewards.
For me, I'm like, that looks like death, but I love that for you.
Doing this podcast before lunch
I
is
am
just all about daydreaming for her.
Starving right now would make me sick.
And Noodle Week is next. It's happening November 10th to the 16th, and it's about all different types of noodles. So I have a question for you, Trey. Are pastas noodles?
I think so. I mean, it's one of those things, it's a base, it absorbs flavor, and you can't get enough of it. And to me, that is noodles, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could go for it right now. You want to get some pasta?
I would love to, but let's finish this first. So in Bellevue, there's all types of noodles. There's the pasta at Carmine's, which is a very well-known restaurant in
Oh my
Old
gosh,
Bellevue.
Carmine's is like a Bellevue staple.
Yeah.
Carmine's is amazing.
It's like the place to go to treat your date out for something nice.
Absolutely, that is a nice dinner date.
And we also have a lot of different places that do hand-pulled noodles. And Trey, I remember you telling me about one time that you went to Heidi Lau and caught some dancing noodles. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure did. So Heidi Lau is an incredible hot pot place. And they have this signature item called the dancing noodles, as you mentioned. And it is a dinner and a show because you order it, that guy comes out to serve all the dishes that you ordered, and then all of a sudden you see him flower up his hands and he grabs these noodles and he starts dancing around, twirling these noodles around almost like a flag dancer. Like, it's very curated and it's artistically done. It's beautiful. And it's also like that's crazy. That's a lot of noodles flying in the air right now.
It's like throwing batons, but it's noodles.
Exactly. Yes, it is like the never-ending noodle.
Yeah.
It's a really cool experience, though. I've never seen anything like it before, so it was really awesome. And the noodles are delicious.
Oh my God, they are so good.
And they cook up pretty quickly and are fresh and delicious.
Yeah, and Trey, I know you really want to talk about the Thai food scene in the Pacific Northwest, and you've been telling me about the noodles at Fern Thai. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so I just want to first off and say I am a Thai food stan. I think I mentioned this in the first episode of the podcast. I used to be a general manager of a Thai restaurant. I could eat Thai food every day of my life and die so happy. Yeah, so Bellevue has incredible Thai food, and one of my favorites is Fern Thai. And every time I go there, I get the Drunken noodles. It is a staple. And then I also recently put my friends on their crispy garlic chicken.
Ooh.
It is so juicy, so flavorful, and has like a little bit of a light sauce to it. It is... Once you get it, you never want to try anything else. I promise you that. I think I'm gonna have to take you.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
And I do believe all noodles are deserving of love and should be consumed and enjoyed and shared.
Absolutely. The noodles give love back to you, too.
Absolutely. And I'm like, I could go for noodles right now.
Yeah. And then for Noodle Week, if you do participate, you get a little bowl of noodle keychain that we can't show right now.
Yeah, we can't show you yet. If you want to see it, you got to come out and participate.
Yeah. And the next week that we're going to talk about is Dumpling Week in Bellevue, which coincides with Lunar New Year, and it's going to happen around February 2026. That's when Lunar New Year is. And we actually have quite a few Lunar New Year events throughout the city of Bellevue during that time, right?
Yeah, I'd say Bellevue really activates for Lunar New Year. We have huge celebrations across the city to honor that. And we also just have a big community that really celebrates and enjoys that holiday, and we're happy to be a participant in that. We have thought, as a team, that like adding a dumpling week to go into that celebration would just be a fabulous idea. Especially because we have so many fabulous dumpling restaurants throughout Bellevue.
Yeah, we have so many great dumpling places in Bellevue. So there's like the chocolate xiaolongbaos that you could get at Din Tai Fung. Yeah, you know what? You're right. There's a lot of really good dumpling places in Bellevue. And one of the places that we went to recently was Din Tai Fung. Do you remember those? You can't have them. What am I saying?
But I've seen them, and I did live vicariously through everyone else at the table, and everyone else really loved them.
The chocolate xiaolongbaos is what we're talking about.
Yeah, and our coworker Marty is obsessed with the chocolate xiaolongbaos. Every time he takes clients out to Din Tai Fung, he always returns with a box to share with the office, which is so precious. And I'm like, I love you so much for this, but I cannot eat this.
And then here's some dumplings that you can eat. The ones at Supreme Dumplings, they're actually pretty renowned. It was on a list for Eater. It was on a list for Time Out as one of the best places to get Chinese food. And they are actually on our Acclaimed restaurants trail. Trey, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So the Acclaimed Trail is like really exciting because like Bellevue has such a strong culinary scene, and sometimes I don't think people always realize that, but we put together trails showing just a list of businesses that have been celebrated with awards for their food. So all of these businesses that are a part of this trail have won different accolades for different dishes. So you can go onto our website. We'll drop the link in the description for that. It's also in partnership with Vibe Map. And see all these businesses and all the dishes that had won these awards. So you could go out on a sampling tour just to try all of the best awarded dishes throughout Bellevue. And there's a lot.
Oh, there is a lot. And
you're either going to have to go after fasting all day or do this over like a couple weeks because there's that much food.
Yeah. And there's some like really beautiful restaurants in there. And there's also some that are probably in a strip mall and very unassuming. So there's a big range of places.
Yeah, you get like the mom and pop shops, and then you get the elevated kind of luxurious experiences. Then you get some that are like ultra curated. Some of them are not curated. So like it is just a different array to fit kind of any budget or any kind of like foodie desires.
Yeah, totally. You should definitely check out the Acclaimed Culinary Trail. But back to dumplings for a little bit, because I forgot that I was going to tell you a little fact about dumplings and what they symbolize for Lunar New Year. So when I was growing up, my grandma was teaching me as she was making these dumplings with me that dumplings are used for Lunar New Year because they look like money. In ancient imperial palace China, that kind of place, when treasure chests were still real, the gold and silver nuggets look very much like dumplings.
Oh my gosh.
That's cute. Why Chinese people eat dumplings. It's because we love money.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know that gold nuggets. Interesting. I could see that. Although, to be honest, if I opened up a treasure chest, I would be just as equally happy to have it filled with dumplings as it would be with gold. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God, a pot of dumplings.
Yes.
I
Just
love
overflowing
that.
dumplings.
A chest of
yes,
dumplings.
Please. Immediately sign me up. Yeah, so for Dumpling Week, we're really excited about it. It is still a few months out, so there's more information to come on that. And if you guys are interested, please stay tuned and check our culinary tourism webpage for more information on that as it comes available. And if you're enjoying this, don't forget to like and subscribe.
You know, Bellevue is really coming into its own as a destination food city. I host a lot of travel writers and food travel writers in our city to kind of show them what we've got going on. And all the feedback that I've gotten were overwhelmingly positive.
I believe it. I was going to say, I've had the pleasure of sitting down with some of them at those dinners, and yes, they love the food, always.
We feed them some good food, from Indian food to Chinese food to Italian food, you name it.
Some Peruvian food, too.
And some omakase sometimes. And that just goes to prove that there are so many different types of culinary experiences in Bellevue. For example, this year we've seen the likes of the Radiant Table, which is an experiential, immersive, tech-immersed culinary experience. We also have the Bites of Bellevue walking food tours around downtown and Old Bellevue. And there's another show that you can actually watch. It's called Bellevue Eats, and I help produce it. It's with our beloved chef Shota Nakajima, which you might have seen on Top Chef Portland, I think.
Mm-hmm. And Beating Bobby Flay.
And he was on Beat Bobby Flay, for sure. Yeah, you know, he's actually quite the Food Network regular, and we are so lucky to have him as part of our Bellevue Eats series. He's
incredible. He is so entertaining to watch, and he makes such good food. Oh my gosh.
So don't forget to tune in to Bellevue Eats with Chef Shota Nakajima, and you can find all that information in the links below. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Bellevue Bound podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in next time, where we're going to have a very well-renowned Bellevue chef as our guest. His name is John Howie. He's on the Acclaimed Trail, and he loves foraging for mushrooms.
Bye, y'all.
This video was recorded and produced by Just Talk Studios, the premier video podcasting studio in Bellevue, Washington. Visit justtalkstudios.com to learn more and book your session today.